Welcome, Capricorn, to your love reading for January the 14th to the 20th of 2019. Be careful about gossip and things. I saw that kind of energy as I was pre-shuffling. All right, you might be involved with something that you might not like so much, so just be careful. Speaking to those that you trust, and let's see what's going on with Capricorn. January 14th to the 20th. So overall energy, let's see. Four of Cups, and I'm not sure who had this. Somebody else had this energy. The Cancer had this, and this is you're frustrated by somebody not wanting an offer, not accepting it, either not liking it or the fact that something is not working out in your way, so you are annoyed by somebody. Let's see, person coming towards you. Let's see. So when that's coming out, that means overall maybe you and your partner are resisting the connection or resisting the marriage or whatever. Person coming towards you for Capricorn. Oh, I'm gonna do that. That didn't pop out right. I didn't even see it, but let's see, Capricorn. Person coming towards you. Queen of Wands. So fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be male or female, whoever it might be, but usually seductive with maybe sexual things that might be going on. Sometimes coming through very jealous, possessive, assumptive, but often not practicing what they might preach. It just depends there. So let's see, clarify the Queen of Wands in reverse. How does the person might affect you? Seven of Wands. Whoever that might be, they may, if they get the chance to, they're going to express themselves to you. Or they're trying to figure out a way to do it, so almost holding themselves back, or you might feel like that person is keeping themselves or keeping their affection away, or the physical interaction between you and them, keeping it away from you, or defending something that they may have done as well. So I feel like that's and it could be someone else that might affect you too. Justice came out for that's interesting. The Tower and Justice came out for Sagittarius just when I did my reading. And I just did them. So Two of Cups, Tower, Justice. Whoever this might be, it feels like a maybe a karmic tie that you have with somebody. It could be a soulmate connection that can be positive, but often when this is happening like this, whoever might be responding in that way to you, they might feel like it's necessary, but often the way that they do it is not. Alright. And I feel like you got to be careful of what side of the equation you might be on, because justice here, it means that you might be going through some tough lessons and growing pains from your own actions, or this person might be dealing with this as well. So I started shuffling, but that already popped out. So let's see, the cards are flipping out intensely. So we got, again, happy birthday if your birthday is this week. If you enjoyed it last week, I hope that you had a great one. But the sun is in Capricorn. Then we have Saturn in Capricorn as well. Interesting. So a lot of things, intense energy there. A lot of people focusing on maybe career and financial status and how others might see you, how you're perceived. And so let's see. Your response. What is your response to this person coming towards you? Temper. And I feel like the Four of Cups is an energy of where you're not accepting the offer. So the way that this person responds, and even if this is part of the person that you're dealing with, it could be their ex-partner or someone, could be your ex-partner, but when tempers are showing up, that means you're trying to do, it's a major arcana, you got 3 so far. That means that you're trying to do your best to accept this person for who they are. Doesn't mean that you're accepting them for what they do, but you can't change that. You can't change how they say. You can look at them in disgust, but you're not going to be able to kind of make them say different things or make them understand where you might be coming from. You can only address it and kind of stand back and just close your eyes and breathe. Do what you need to do to make sure that you don't overdo it. So let's see, what might they be wanting from you? What might your love interest or partner be wanting from you, Capricorn? Four of Wands in reverse. Do they want to move out? For some of you, do they want to continue to keep up a home environment that's not the best, that's not really comfortable for some? For some, if you are married to somebody and this person is trying to get you to move out of where you are right now, and they're trying to express to you, hey, I really want to be with you, but why are you still with the person that you told me you don't want to be with? There might be something that's coming through, but I don't feel like that person early on, whatever that person says that to you, express it. They don't have to keep doing it because it's not going to be fair to the person that you might be with. And it might, yeah, it seems like somebody might be coming around back to you that you may have moved on from. And I feel the Tower and Justice, that's something that you might need to learn from, and so do they. Express these things. Clarify the Four of Wands in reverse for Capricorn. Nine of Wands. It's some of you, this person may have been living with you. They may also have decided to move on and maybe move out. And then the Nine of Wands is showing them like an energy of kind of, they know that they're packing their things up and leaving, and now they're ready for battle or some kind of confrontation, whatever it might be. But they also know if they are with somebody else that they need to move that connection and move on and leave as well, because you're frustrated by what's going on. So that's how that's coming through to me. Let's see, what might your what do you want from them, Capricorn? What do you want from your love partner? Ten of Cups. You want happiness. You want the relationship. You want things to work out. But in some of you, it's like, I want my marriage or relationship. Why are you still bothering me or still coming around? Some of you might be dealing with that. But again, the Ten of Cups is the energy of happiness. It's like you do want that, but it's not really complete. What might be the obstacles for this coming together? Obstacles for Capricorn. Ooh. See all these jumping cards? Queen of Swords. This is you expressing what you want. If you don't really feel like you need to express it, when I say express, that's like an emotional thing to me. When I say express, communicate what you want and kind of be firm about it. You know, you don't have to bend and break and kind of yield to someone that's not coming through logically, or not being compassionate with what they might be saying or towards your feelings at all. So when the Queen of Swords is showing up, that is maybe even getting advice from somebody else, doing some kind of research, but being independent and kind of turning your back and allowing things to unravel. And if this person is digging a hole for themselves, hey, let them dig themselves a hole, because eventually they're going to kind of call for you to get them out. So what their lesson is for you to allow them to work things out as best they can and not keep helping them. So let's see in the advice for Capricorn. Five of Cups. And I think Sagittarius had this too. And this is mourning, going through some kind of loss. You might be sad about what needs to happen or disconnecting from somebody for a little while, but these things need to occur in order for you to kind of evolve, or the connection to evolve, because the soulmate energy is there with the Two of Cups. All right, clarify the Five of Cups for Capricorn. Eight of Wands in reverse. So that's why sometimes you might feel like if someone is constantly at you or communicating with you in a nasty way, whoever it might be, and you're married, you need to block that person or cut them off. Some of you might need to you might be frustrated, deal with it, and allow the emotions to be channeled into something else. You know, do something else, talk to somebody else, not literally like it being in a relationship, but do something else independently of that person, so that you're not frustrated because they don't seem to be changing right now. They're dealing with something else that you can't handle, or that you should be handling. It's up to them right now. So Capricorn, let's see, romance angels for Capricorn, 14th to the 20th. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime, so that's nice to see. Some of you are deeply in love with somebody, but you're trying to figure out what the heck is going on with them and why they might be treating you like that. Just spoke to a friend about that. Probably watching now, right? So one more card for Capricorn. And then we have romantic feelings. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. All right. That's something, you know, it's still maybe a newer process or new energy for some of you who might be in love with somebody, but there's still new emotions, and you're trying to allow them to become clearer to you, so that you can kind of say, oh, this is real for me. This is not something I'm just not attracted to this person sexually. It's more than that. Let's see, one more card for okay. And then trust. It says the situation is calling for you to have faith, and that's the energy of doing what you need to do, or kind of disconnecting and having faith that you're doing the right things for the right reasons, and hopefully the other person, they might feel like they have every reason to respond in the way that they do, or kind of they might be putting on a show or getting on a podium and kind of talking to a whole bunch of people, whether it's social media or not, and disrespecting you in some way. You don't have to tolerate it, you know. You don't even have to, you can address it, but if you have already, this person needs to already know. You don't have to keep doing it. It's going to drain your energy. So that's what I feel for the week. I hope the message has helped out in some way. Tons of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best, and you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. Have a good one.